What it is, what it is, what it is, YouTube. You know who it is. It's your boy, the Moose. Moose Club. Let's kick it.
Yeah. Hey. Moose on the loose, showing up to the party. Got 4 or 5 dudes in the room, so we party. The Moose go up to the DJ stand. Everybody stand up, they gon' clap their hands. We pulling up to the wedding and the Moose still loose. He the one, he the boy, and he 2-step 2. Got this music in tune. Yeah. Running DJ, keep the party cool. Ain't nobody going home, they been jumping on their feet. Party to the beat, we gon' party every week. And this Moose still on, we gon' party every week. Yeah, long as he gon' be the DJ.
Okay, so so it's been 3 years, man. 3 years that the squad has been going. The squad's been building daily. Actually, I started doing YouTube shorts, and I built 37 people in 28 days. So the count now is 177. Yes, 177. If you're not part of the squad, join the squad. You're in for treats that you won't even know. We'll do all kinds of stuff. This is a family channel as well as a DJ channel. Unfortunately, I got it marked specifically for adults because, I'm sorry, if I say shit or damn or the F-bomb once in a while, I do. I don't try to, but I do. Because I'm only the Moose. I ain't God. Anyway, I don't want to be. It is a big topic to fill, man. I don't want to even think about that. But anyways, so over the 3 years, I started this actually 3 months before. Actually, 2 months? 2 months before the lockdown. So I started this channel 2 months before the lockdown. And it's been crazy because I had to cancel like a whole bunch. And I know everybody has, but I had one wedding that I was looking forward to. And I didn't get to do it because of the lockdown. And I remember them telling me that the venue was closed till further notice. And I was sunk down because I didn't know what to do. So I did anything anybody would do. I just managed to make it through. A lot of conglomerates have had to reduce shop and have had to do this and had to fire people and everything else. I'm just a one-man show. So they ain't really firing me. But I stuck through it. And I started making videos on how-tos and everything else on a daily basis. And then I did my first lockdown video. And then after that, it was just my first lockdown gig-along. And then it started opening up a little bit more. And then October came. I did my very first wedding in the middle of the pandemic, which actually happened pretty good. And then after that, the next wedding came, and then after that next wedding, everything else started flowing again. And it started flowing along and along and along and along. And then I was surfing the web last year. I was like surfing YouTube. And I ran across a DJ to Hip Man, Double D. I ran across his video where he was talking about that in gig salad. And I was like, well, I'm going to try this gig salad deal thing out because I've been trying everything else. So I got on the gig salad, and man, I haven't looked back. It's been very prosperous for me. Very. Now, I've hit some bumps in the road here and there and everything else, and there's been a lot of them of unconfirmed bookings and everything else, because I did, at first I was like, I'm going to try the free one and see what happens. And I got a lot of, I got like 15 bookings since I started at the beginning of it. I only have 10 bookings that are through Gigatil, because at the time I was actually making a lot more bookings when I was on the free one at the beginning of it. And then I hit a snag. I got COVID. And I called the person and told them I can't show up because I'm sick. And well, this is a COVID the second time. So I called the person and told them I'm sick. I cannot go to. Now, if it was an outside gig, I'd probably pulled it off, because I know that usually when I do my outside gigs, they put me away from people anyway, and I can get away with wearing 3 masks. I usually put 3 masks on when I went to the store if I had to go somewhere when I had COVID. I just put 3 masks on and washed my hands, and then put gloves on if I had to, or did something to protect the next person if I had to do that. I had to do it. So I got COVID, and I called the person and I explained to them what happened. Now listen to what happened. They hired me the last minute already. On a Monday they hired me. This gig was on a Friday. I did that. I'm telling you what happened. I called them on Thursday, because I was looking for a replacement to replace me, and I couldn't find one. I have a buddy that takes my bookings, but he was booked, so there was no way that he could do it. So I have 4 or 5 people now that I can refer to people. I do a lot of networking, so that's one of the things that I want to recommend you do, is do networking in your local area with local DJs. I will be getting back with them to see if they started back up, but since the pandemic, we haven't met, and DJ Meetup hasn't met up since, and hopefully we'll get that going back. If I have to start it up myself, I will. I'll get a hold of the old things and figure out how to do it. But I might be ending up doing that and getting people in there to do that. So that's one thing that I'm going to be working on here, the DJ Meetup thing. But anyways, as the pandemic happened, everything else went to voodoo. I had this one couple reset the wedding 4 times. But you know what? In the end, we did it the 5th time. We finally got a chance to do it, and it ended up in December. And then my friend from Iraq had came back from a tour of duty, and he was gonna set his wedding with bride and everything else, and everything went to doo-doo. They ended up canceling the wedding the first time, reset the wedding the first time, then canceled and reset the wedding the second time, and then the 3rd time I called back, and it was supposed to be last weekend, last Saturday, and evidently I couldn't do it because they canceled, because he went back to Iraq. I think he's going to Germany next, so they send him back tour duty. So he's an officer, so he's working hard. So that wedding got canceled. But as of March right now, I have one in the works, the 25th. Which will be cool because we're going on a cruise on the 30th. So that'll give me some bread for the cruise. So I can go ahead, and when I get to Cozumel, I can spend some money, buy some cool stuff. Little knick-knack paddywhacks from my family. and everything else. Hopefully I can find a Mexican moose. I'm always on the lookout. Oh, and also, be on the lookout, because I am going to try to do an interview with a DJ on the ship. I'm going to try. I don't promise you anything, but I guarantee you, I might end up having maybe a 10-minute, maybe a 5-minute interview with somebody, just to shoot the dues. But that's one of the things I want to do. And trust me, I'm a DJ, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be scoping out the DJ system. I'm going to be scoping it out. I'm going to be giving you the works on the cruise. We're going to have some fun on this cruise. And so that was my 3 years. I've had ups and downs and all arounds. But man, that one review hurt me so bad. I'm going to tell you that's the only time that I missed a gig. And I gave proper instructions. I gave everybody time. And it is 24 hours. But what was I going to do? I went looking for everything. Now, I myself, not the client, tried to find a replacement. I told them when I tested, because I was going to a nursing facility, so I made sure I tested at least 48 hours before the event. So they had plenty of time. Plenty of time. Oh, and by the way, I live with nurses. So I'm always making sure that I'm safe, making sure that everybody else is safe. We work as a team in this house, so everything is just like real tight. And one of the things that I have learned over these past 3 years, there was a time when they would get undressed in the garage, and I'd have a change of clothes for them, and then they'd throw the stuff in the garbage bag. I'd take it up and put it in the wash. This is things that I had to do. This is how we kept things moving. This is how, at the beginning, that's how we started. We had to work it out together. It took time. But I'm going to tell you this. As a DJ, we still have to be precautious. Don't let your guards down. Make sure you keep your hands washed. Wash them hands. Sanitize your hands. Keep them washed. You won't have any problems if you keep your hands washed. I guarantee you. You go to the store, wash your hands after you get back home. Make sure you keep your hands washed. Washing your hands is very vital. You get a virus or not. But anyways, enough said on that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Probably not. But anyways, go ahead and do all of this that's on the screen. Subscribe, ring that bell. Go ahead and leave a comment below. And go ahead and like the video. And go ahead and peace out.